What's up, YouTube? Thank you for clicking this video. My name is Philip. Let's get this rolling. So, as you can tell by the title of this video, it's going to get real, right? We're going to look at some agenda lists for Biden, some for Trump, and I'm going to give my opinions on, and I'm going to tell you who I'm voting for. And whether you respect it or not, I don't really care, because guess what? Your opinion's more, you're allowed to have an opinion. Don't care. I don't give a fuck what your opinion is, right? It's a great thing about being me. I don't care. Actually, just being a normal person who doesn't give a fuck what your opinion is. Anyways, let's get into it, right? So, right now it's going back and forth, right? Gun laws, no gun laws, immigration, no immigration, COVID, no COVID, China, no China. So let's just kind of barrel down some stuff here, right? So, if you're a Biden supporter, I respect it, right? You vote for who you think is the best person. I'm never gonna be one of these crazy people. Oh, how dare you vote for Trump, or how dare you vote for Biden? Your vote is yours. You can never let anybody tell you how to vote, because your vote is the one thing we have in the United States that I think is one of our greatest rights. All right, so anyway, let's get into this, right? So we're going to start off with gun laws, right? So the Biden plan to end our gun violence epidemic. Almost 40,000 people die as a result of firearm injuries every year. Many wounded, some deaths injuries result of mass shootings that make national headlines. Others are, gun violence, suicide. Good. Let's go. Oh, after a tragedy at Sandy Hook Elementary School in 2012, Obama tasked Biden with developing legislative proposals and executive actions to make our community safer. What'd you do? What'd you do, buddy? As far as I know, I'll increase the number of records and background. That's it. You're so against the guns, but whatever. So this one here. I'm sorry, but this is hilarious. You're gonna hold gun manufacturers accountable. So it protects the manufacturer being held civilly liable for their products. So that means if I buy a gun from a gun manufacturer, it's the gun manufacturer's fault, right? Okay, that's fine. So it's time to start holding these alcohol companies responsible for when somebody gets drunk and kills a random person driving down the road, or better yet, the car company, because the car company sold that car to the guy or woman, right? So it's not the person's fault. No, it's the manufacturer's fault. Right, I gotcha. Yeah, let's not hold actual people accountable, but that's how you started a little heat there. I apologize. This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard, right? That's like guns don't kill people. People kill people. This goes back to, how are you going to hold? That's like me. All right. So that's like me selling. That's like me selling somebody a car, and that person run over 4 or 5 people with the car. So you're saying I should be held accountable because I sold the person the car? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. It makes no sense. It's just more bullshit to try to get rid of the Second Amendment. God, get weapons off our streets. I agree. All right, you know what, Biden? I don't like you. Don't agree with you, but I tell you what, I agree. The weapons need to get off of our streets. The problem is most of them are illegal. Most of them are illegal weapons, right? That's what the problem is. So I don't think you're ever going to get them off unless you absolutely, no, even if you ban weapons, you're still going to have, I think more people are going to own weapons. Ban the manufacturer sale of assault weapons and high capacity magazines. See, that doesn't bother me, because you're allowed to own a gun, therefore you should be able to own whatever you want, unless it's high-grade military equipment, because what the hell do you need that for? Regulate possession of existing assault weapons under national firearms. Silent rifle, undergo background check. Okay, I can agree with that. Make sure we know what everybody has. All right. Buy back assault weapons. Yeah, see, this here, never going to happen. I'm sorry, but I know a lot of people, they're not going to give their weapons up. The buyback thing, it's never going to happen. You think police are going to enforce that? That's stupid. Reduce stockpiling, also dumb. This is our Second Amendment. Our Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. We are allowed to have weapons. So you're allowed to buy one per month? No, I'm sorry. Keep guns out of dangerous hands. See, it doesn't matter who you sell a gun to. They could snap one day, right? They could be the calmest person in the world, and something happened, they snap. Require background checks. I mean, that's what we should already have, right? Close other loopholes. I don't know. See, I don't know what the boyfriend loophole is. Where you say Obama, Biden. Hey, Biden, why don't you come up with your own shit, right? Why don't you come up with your own stuff instead of going back on Obama's stuff? Because, yeah. The hate crime loophole. See, I don't know. I don't really know what that one is. Charleston loophole. I don't see the loophole ones. I guess I don't understand what these are. And the online sale of firearms. Like I said, he's literally just trying to get rid of guns. I mean, we know how these Democrats are. You know, anti 2A. Adequately fund the background check system. I agree. Like I said, should always know who's spying guns. Always make sure we do background check. I agree, right? That's 100%. All right. Well, what about environmental stuff here? Let's require aggressive methane pollution limits for oil, gas, and operations. That means get rid of oil and stuff like that, which is dumb. Reduce greenhouse gas emissions. I agree on this one. You know, we want to live healthier, but you're not going to do it by getting rid of oil, gas, everything else that makes the country run. Protecting biodiversity, slowing extinction rates, and helping leverage climate solutions by conserving 30% of America's lands. I agree with this one. Trump has also something like this where he wants to start protecting more. I love it. Always protect what we have because who knows when it's gone, right? Protecting America's natural treasures by permanently protecting Arctic wildlife and others impacted by Trump's attack on federal lands and waters. I don't know about that one, but I do, like I said, preserve nature, right? Preserve everything we have, all the nature, the wildlife, because one day it could all be gone, and what are we going to do? All right, we have to protect what we have here, because we only have one Earth, right? We only have one Earth. There's nowhere else to go to if everything fucks up. What we got here? Ensure education and training beyond high school is a reliable pathway to middle class. I mean, I guess that makes sense too. You know, after high school, you want to be able to be more successful. I get it. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much sums it up. There's not too many that really give a shit to get into because the big ones for me are gone. I mean, I really didn't see a anything on war here. Let me just check real quick. Essential workers. You can read all these on his website, but see, I don't. Violence against women. I'm not even going to get into that one. K-12. Yeah, see, there's no substance. I've read this one. I agree. We need to start doing better for people on drugs. We need to start helping them more. Yeah, see, I don't see nothing about the war. Big surprise. All right, so I was, Biden. There's a lot of stuff I agree with, a lot of stuff I don't. So let's go, to Trump, right? Trump made a little list of what he's going to do. His jobs. Now, him and Biden have pretty much the same views on these, and I just think it's funny that Biden he did a 180, right? Anyways, so Trump's going to, make new jobs. Biden's going to want to make new jobs, new businesses. Like I said, so this here, they're both literally going to do the same thing for jobs. They both came out and said they're going to do the same thing, right? COVID-19, the refill stockpiles, I agree with. There's no reason we should have been so underprepared for something like this. There's no reason China should control everything we're doing. And that's something that Joe Biden did push for, was keeping the trade with China, right? So Trump wants to end our reliance on China, and I agree. I agree 100%. China should not control the United States of America. There's a reason that we were the greatest nation. There's a reason we are the greatest nation. There's a reason that we are looked up to solve all the world's problems, because we are the greatest, right? We're the greatest there's ever going to be. Unless Joe Biden wins and Democrats win and China takes over. That's I'm sorry, I hate to break it to you, Democrats and people who voted for Biden, but that's how I see it, because they haven't given me any reason not to think that, right? So Trump's going to cut. He already cut drug prescription prices, by the way. Or prescription drug prices. He already signed an executive order to cut that in half. We're going to get the same price as everybody else, so we're not going to be going. He said we're not going to be getting an arm and a leg for medicine. I love it. It's great. People can start affording their medicine, live better. Education is going to provide school choice to every child in America. I love it. If you don't like the school your kid's going to because there's something wrong and you want to go somewhere else, you have that option. You want your kid to have a better education, you have that option. Teach American exceptionalism, and he does say in a clip I show you, he's going to start teaching our kids to love America, our history. Now, our history is full, right? History is full of bad and good, but we have more good than bad. But everyone wants to focus on the negative and turn that into the worst possible thing. There's so much good that we've done as a country, right? Past term limits, I agree. There's no reason Nancy Pelosi, who's 80, should still be in office. There's no reason Joe Biden should be almost 80 in office. And to be fair, Trump is old too, but he is up for re-election. If he'd be running for president at 74? I would agree he's too old. You know what I mean? Like, I agree. There's no reason these older people should be in there. He wants to defend our police. This is going to trigger a lot of people, because a lot of people defund the police. Yeah, guess what? You defund the police, guess what's going to happen? Who are you going to call when somebody's robbing you? Or better yet, who are you going to call who are you going to call during a rape or during a murder, during a robbery, during anything? Who's going to protect you? Who's going to protect you? Nobody. Fully fund and hire more police, and he needs to put in here too, train police better. They need to be well equipped and have better training to handle problems in a better way. Increase criminal penalties. I mean, it's already pretty bad. Bring violent groups like Antifa justice. I agree. Antifa and Black Lives Matter, and I know I'm going to get some shit for this one, but I'm sorry. Black Lives Matter, you dropped the ball. Your whole organization can go fuck itself, because you've done nothing but burn down cities and destroyed innocent people's lives. And oh, by the way, there's 21 little kids who are never going to get to see next year because you're bullshit. Yeah, you look that up. There's 21 little kids who've been murdered during all these riots. So congratulations on that one. Fuck your organization. And no, I will not apologize for that, because it's stupid. If you were just when Black Lives Matter just started its protests, I was behind it 100%. I was behind it 100% because that is our First Amendment right to gather peacefully, to protest, to try to change something. And everybody was with you. Everybody was with Black Lives Matter when it first happened. We were protesting. We were making a big difference. We were going to make a change. And what happened? You started rioting. You started burning. You started burning innocent people's businesses. You started murdering and hurting innocent people. And I'm sorry, but I cannot get behind that. And like I said, 21 little kids have been killed during all of the riots, all of the Black Lives Matter stuff. And to me, that's where it ends. That's where you do not get my support, and I hope you just disappear, because your movement is trash. And I hate to say that, because it makes me probably look like an asshole. But you know what? I'm an honest asshole, and I don't care, right? Well, I guess we'll see how long this video is on YouTube for me saying that, because you know how YouTube is. Social justice warrior YouTube. And cashless bail, keep dangerous criminals locked up. I agree. There's no reason that if you commit a crime, you should be let free. Hence, let's go back to the riots. People were doing awful shit. They were doing awful shit, and they were left free and doing dangerous shit again. Illegal immigration and protect American workers. I mean, see, there's no reason illegal immigrants should have free healthcare, free college tuition, when me as an American, I don't get that. Although I don't want free college tuition, because I know how that's going to destroy our economy. Free healthcare, I also don't want because it's also going to destroy what we have, and I'm not an idiot. But, I mean, what are you going to do? Mandatory deportation for non-citizen gang members. I agree. There's no need for gang members in the United States. Dismantle human trafficking networks. He's done a great job with that on the wall. And the mainstream media doesn't say enough on that because they don't care, because they're probably part of it. I mean, we're not going to go into the whole Epstein and, the Democrat diddlers, but and sanctuary cities, I don't care about that. You want to have illegal immigrants who destroy. Oh, that's not fair. You want to have illegal immigrants in your city? Fine. I mean, whatever. You do what you want. Just don't bring that shit to where I live. Prohibit American companies from replacing United States citizens with lower cost form. I agree. There's no reason illegal immigrants should be making less money than what we could be making, and they only do to save money. Space Force, I love it. He brought the space race back. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. Elon Musk, love Elon Musk. He's building rockets. He's doing all this great shit. He's going to clean up our oceans. I also agree. Like I said, Biden had the same thing. He wants to start focusing more on our land, our water. I love it, right? I love keeping nature preserved, do everything we can to protect it because, like I stated before, we have one Earth. If we don't take care of it, who is going to? And by the time we realize it's too late, we might not have a lot of stuff we have today, right? America first, bring troops home, stop endless war. That's a big one, and I guarantee a lot of people are voting for Trump because of that, because he's bringing troops home, and also the child trafficking. There's a lot of people too who want to vote for Trump because he's fighting to stop all that as well. Get allies pay their fair share, maintain, expand unrivaled military strength, just normal America stuff, defend American values, protect unborn life through every means available. I do agree, and I'm going to state this, I am pro-life. I'm 100% pro-life. I do think that if you have a baby, you should have a baby, but that's because, to me, family is the most important thing in the world. So, that's my view on it. However, I do respect and understand why people are pro-choice, right? If you are not able to financially, sustain a baby, or something happens to where you can't have that baby, hey, there's no reason you don't have that choice, right? So while I am 100% pro-life, I do respect and I do 100% also support people who are pro-choice, right? I'm not going to tell you how you should live your life, and this goes back to, our First Amendment. This is our freedom. That's our freedom. That is our choice on how we live, right? While I disagree with it, that doesn't mean I'm not with. I don't support the people who agree with it. I know that kind of sounds weird that I'm going back and forth, but like I said, that's my view on it. Defend the freedoms of religious believers. I agree. There's no reason the Jewish community and Catholic community should be just shit showed on all the time. Support to exercise the Second Amendment rights. I already went over this. The Second Amendment is the Second Amendment for a reason, because the second best, greatest freedom we have in the United States, aside from freedom of speech. And I will never change my opinion on that. And before I end this video, I'm going to show you something from Trump's event in Ohio. Now, you don't have to like Trump. You can hate Trump all you want, but I tell you what, Trump gets people excited. He gets people excited to be Americans. He gets people excited to vote. And that, why I'm voting for Donald Trump in 2020.
Proud citizens like you helped build this country, and together we are taking back our country. We are returning power to you, the American people. With your help, your devotion, and your drive, we are going to keep on working, we are going to keep on fighting, and we are going to keep on winning, winning, winning. We are one movement, one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. And together with the incredible people of Ohio, we will make
family
America
under God.
wealthy again.
I love it.
We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again. We will make
this is what gets everybody
America
excited right here.
safe again.
Coming up. This is what I'm
and
saying.
we will make America
Great
great
again.
Thank you, Ohio. Get out and vote. Thank you.
So, like I said, you may not like Trump. You may not like everything he stands for, but I tell you what, Trump is getting my vote in 2020 for all these reasons and more. But the biggest one is because he's fighting for he's fighting for us. He's fighting to preserve our freedoms. He's fighting to preserve what we stand for as a country. Right? Joe Biden doesn't do that. I'm sorry to say, he doesn't do that. He doesn't do any of that. He's not even close. And like I said, Biden's not going to be the president. It's going to be Kamala Harris is going to run the country. And I hate to end this one here but the United States is not ready for a female president. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. We have so many problems going on right now. Having a female who's drunk on power, sorry, doesn't deserve it. We're not ready for that. Maybe in 2024, after we work out all the kinks, I will gladly vote for female president. 2024, Candace Owens, Kayleigh McEnany, Ivanka Trump. Hey, who knows? So with that, guys, thank you for watching. If you like it, please leave a like, subscribe, share the video. If you disagree, like always, leave a comment. Let's discuss it. I have no problem talking about our differences, right? Like I said, there's a lot of stuff on here I said that's going to piss a lot of people off, but like I said, I don't care. My job is really seeing a job. It's more of me venting for my friends because my friends are afraid to stand up and say these things, but I'm not because, well, I don't care. Yeah. So thank you for watching. Have a good day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my video.